Alright, what's up everybody? So, this is the Masked Man. I'm back for a bit. I'll do one series, I'll try to do one series a week. I was gone for a long ass time. I had to work, school, all the sorts. So I never really had time to do that since I did school during the day and I worked night shifts. So I was sleeping on my off time. I really had nothing else to do besides, homework and shit like that too. But that's really it. As you see is the screen or the background. It took me fucking like 40 minutes to do this, but I just took just a black and white Naruto and just color it all in on an app. I haven't finished it completely, but I was like, whatever, this is it. So basically, just fucking did whatever. I was really bored. I think it turned out pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. But, so this is gonna be just basically like let's see. Actually, I haven't thought about this at all. Just started making the video. This is a complete, raw, video. Like, there's no edits or anything like that. Just straight up raw video. How can we do this? Let's see. Well, let's just basically say, this would be a what if Naruto was like a half Uchiha, right? No, fuck that. No. Let's do what if Naruto's half Sarutobi. Yeah. So basically how that works is basically Minato let's say Kushina and Minato are both half Sarutobi, and then Kushina has really, really strong Uzumaki genes, so basically makes it her a full Uzumaki, but she is half Sarutobi, so yeah. But Minato, same thing with him, very, very strong Namikaze genes, and then yeah. So basically, Naruto's born, right? Blah, blah, blah. Naruto's born with half black hair and half yellow hair, which I thought would be a decent idea. I saw some random fan art with a Naruto with it was like a mixture with Naruto and Sasuke, where basically the characters had half yellow, half black. I was like, that's kind of cool. So I kind of went off of that and then eventually made it to the eyes, where one eye's black, one eye's yellow, and then yeah. So you can tell Naruto's half Sarutobi by the lines on his right eye, well, his left eye on the screen. It's the same lines that Sarutobi have, but just one less, because I'm pretty sure, not Sarutobi, no, Hiruzen has, but I think he has 3 on his. It might be 2, I think he has 3 though. So yeah. I haven't made these videos in a long ass time, so it's gonna be hella rusty. Really, really rusty. So I tried making one a while back. Really didn't work out that well, so it was no commentary between any of the characters. It was just straight up me just going, oh yeah, so he basically did that, did this, did that, did that. So it was pretty bad. It's gonna be kind of a weird transition for me, because I haven't done this in a while, so it's be kind of a weird transition, just to let you know. Hopefully you guys can like the video, so it can show up more on the recommendation page for the what ifs. Because hopefully, if this is a good what if, of course, like and subscribe if you want. Yeah. So that's basically it. So basically, we'll start off with. Oh wait, I think I missed the spot. I did. Oh, it's not mine. I missed the spot on his hair. First, you can see it right there. Motherfucker. Right there. So basically, you missed a spot on. I basically missed a spot on his hair. Okay. So with this, Naruto would be half Sarutobi, quarter Namikaze, quarter Uzumaki in this one. So basically, since in this he's gonna be, since he does actually have family members that are still alive that are in Konoha. See, Tsunade could have, like, technically she could have taken in Naruto because being Uzumaki being a relative of the Senju, making it blood ties towards the clans. Since so basically since technically that could have happened in canon or whatever, but Tsunade was grieving over her lost ones and stuff like that, just being Tsunade. And then, so basically in this one, since Naruto is a half Sarutobi, he automatically gets put into the Sarutobi compound. There, and let's just say Minato is related to Hiruzen, and that's the main reason. That's one of the reasons why Hiruzen chose Minato over Orochimaru in the first place, is because, well, one, fucking Orochimaru's weird. Two, Hiruzen trusted Minato since they're literal blood ties, and then Minato's whatever else happened, right? Whatever else he got chosen for Hokage spot or whatever. I'm tired, bro. It's gonna be a really short video. I'd say about like 20 to 30 minutes. That's pretty short for me because I used to make just hour videos, just sitting here talking, nothing else. So yeah. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear me. I think I am using AirPods right now. It's not a flex, I'm just letting you know. I don't know how good the quality will be for the video. I got the fan running in the background. It's probably gonna sound like crap. Actually, hold on. Turn that bitch that way. Okay. You can probably still hear it in the background, but I just turned it off. I just pointed the fan off of me. So, okay. So basically with the start of it, Hiruzen will obviously take care of Naruto, and then basically we just jump into it. Basically we just skipped like 3 years to the point where Naruto would start already showing signs of unlocking his chakra, with Hiruzen being, well, not really that surprised because he's a Jinchuriki and, there's already a chakra beast inside of him. And since how in canon and how the seal was made to feed Naruto the Ninetales chakra slowly, like really slowly, him to get used to or whatever. So there's already gonna be, so the point in 3 years, that's how the point in 3 years would have the Ninetales purified chakra go through Naruto's full system and unlocking all of his Tenketsus. So he would have all his whole chakra pathway open, making it available for him to use chakra already. Which, honestly, to me, that kind of makes sense. I don't know if it's canon or whatever, but it's just that. This one. So basically with that, Hiruzen would be pretty surprised. Well, not really that surprised, since there's been cases with other Jinchurikis about this, of course. But at this point, let's say Jiraiya's already found, Jiraiya's already been snooping around the Akatsuki since, he's Jiraiya, he's being a spy, he's doing his spy business right now. So basically, he's already heard stuff about Akatsuki group gaining power in, let's say Akatsuki group that's now running the Rain Village. So basically, he would start hearing stuff about a little bit of rumors about their main goals, capturing all the tailed beasts. So he would notify Hiruzen, telling them that, well, there's a group out there, mainly so not that many members, around 4 members, that are gonna start collecting, are gonna try to collect the tailed beasts, all S-rank ninja, from what I heard. So basically, Hiruzen obviously was like, well, how long do you think they'll start, well, going into play with their plan, or start trying to capture tailed beast? And Jiraiya's, well, honestly, I don't think until 9 to 10 or 12 years, around that area. They've already only have, what I've heard so far, they only have around 4 members, even though they're all S-rank shinobi. From what I heard, I don't think it would be too risky. Personally, I think it would be too risky for a group like that, to hunt down Jinchurikis for their tailed beast. So I think they would try to gain more members, and yeah. So I mean, like, come on. Itachi was already sent when Naruto was the age of 8 in canon to spy in the Akatsuki. So yeah, I mean, let's make it a little bit earlier, you know? So I fucking hate Sasuke, he's a bitch. Just want to say that. I'm not making, nothing good's gonna come from Sasuke in this fucking video. There might have some other ones where he's actually a good character, but nah, I don't really like Sasuke that much. I just don't like him. I just have this unknown hatred for this fool. I don't know why, bro. But Naruto, he's the GOAT. He'll always be the GOAT. Okay, so basically with that, Hiruzen would just give Naruto little activities to do that were actually slowly training his body already, to help him exercise his body more than just being a 3-year-old, not really doing much, you know? Because Naruto's a little different than most 3-year-olds. Most 3-year-olds be running around screaming their heads off, crying all the time, you know? Naruto, he's a little bit different. He's always really calm, usually tired majority of the time, because, I mean, he's just tired, you know? You never know why, he just fucking out of nowhere. So Hiruzen got Naruto to start moving around and start doing stuff at the age of 3, like giving him missions, because Naruto, of course, he kind of understood about being the leader of, like, of the village, and he've always thought that was such a cool idea. So he loved hearing stories about all the previous Hokage and stuff like that, and he wanted to be a ninja from the start, but he's a little lazy when he was young. Let's just say he's pretty lazy when he was young, right? So Hiruzen would play with Naruto, telling him, like, we're gonna play Hokage, blah blah blah, right? Some sort of Hokage thing, and then he would just, like, give Naruto's little missions, right? And you actually give him a little bit of money, you know, to get the boy moving, you know what I'm saying? I mean, my parents used to do that, bro. They'd be like, go take out the trash, give you a couple bucks. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they would do. Like, that's what Hiruzen would do with Naruto. Naruto, of course, is like, oh, a little extra money, I could buy some candy next time I go shopping, right? Also, about his Jinchuriki status, it is known, but also the Shinobi Council really respects Naruto already, since he's already carrying such a heavy burden of carrying the nine-tailed fox within him. So the Shinobi Council, of course, love Naruto. They're just like, yes, he's our hero. Civilian Council, they just go suck off some fucking dude, right? They could be fucking hella mean to Naruto. They fear what they don't understand, basically. They think the kunai that has gone to the ceiling scroll is not the kunai. That's what they think. But they're dumbasses. They're civilians in the world. So yeah. So basically with that, you always since he is in the compound you can't get into the compound at all without permission. Any fucking majority of the clan compounds you can't get in without permission, like the Hyuga, the Sarutobi, let's say Akamichi, since they're more, you know, keep to themselves, right? Um, the Nara are too lazy to do that. They're like, if they just see something wrong, they're like, alright, get the fuck out, right? Um, everything else is based, everybody else is like that, like all chill. They're like, yeah, whatever, just don't fuck with their shit. But you know, civilians and other people are like, yeah, that's their area, so and that's their private space, so we're not gonna go in there. And some have like Fuinjutsu, like barriers. So if you only have blood, like say Yamanaka blood, you're only able to get in there. Blah blah blah. Okay, yeah, rambling on about that. My bad. Okay, so that got Naruto to be a little bit more active, and then being more active usually gives you more energy. You have more energy to expend. So Naruto would start having more energy the more he would grow up, making Hiruzen, making Naruto do more tasks here and there. And Naruto, of course, he's a smart kid already at his age. He's already pretty mature since he is fuck, I can't speak. He's allowed to go through the village, of course, by himself if he wants to. Hiruzen allows him that freedom and stuff. He's not gonna be just like, you stay here and that's all you're gonna do. He's gonna be like, yeah, you got freedom. But Naruto likes staying at um, his compound because, well, that's where his family is, and that's where and there's none of those mean looks that he gets from the villagers. So, so Naruto basically, let's value his skills so far. Basically, he is naturally really gifted with becoming a shinobi with speed, mainly because of Minato, and then he does have the strength because of Kushina too. So he is really naturally gifted in everything that is shinobi wise. But when it comes to conversations, he's not really. He's just more keep to himself. So basically, we skip to like Naruto's age of 8, where he would actually start doing his shinobi training the same time where while they would start the academy and start their ninja training. Since he is Naruto Sarutobi, since it makes it of course less suspicious since nobody knew Minato was a half Sarutobi. Mainly only Sarutobi clan knew, and they didn't really want to they didn't like they're like, oh yeah, he's half Sarutobi, but it wasn't really known outside of the village really. Even I don't know how the fuck that works, but we're just gonna say. So Minato went by Namikaze and Kushina went by Uzumaki. So there's really no ties for Naruto's parents to Naruto when he has the last name Sarutobi. So yeah. So Naruto basically he would start off basically with just basic workouts with chakra control exercises a lot as well, and getting down the leaf exercise in a couple of weeks since he does have an immense amount of chakra already at his age. He would have around a Jonin level already, so an 8-year-old with Jonin level, he would have to work really hard to get his control back to was a couple years ago. because he did have a lot less chakra, right? Let's just say. So also he would start learning the sarutobi, um, taijutsu, along with since he is in a clan compound, usually clan members or uh, shinobis that are from clans usually get a head start when it comes to the shinobi career, right? They get a head start because they're clans, they're shinobi clans, right? They're not civilian clans like the Sakura's clan or whatever, the Haruno shit or whatever. Um, so at this point, Hiruzun would be curious because Kushina and Mito, oh, they had the Gekigin kind of the chakra change, which subdued the Nine Tails chakra. So he wanted to know if Naruto would gain anything special from having the Nine Tails within him, since he's pretty sure Naruto doesn't have the chakra chains. Which in this, what if he does not? Even though I think their chakra chains are fucking cool as shit, they're not in this one. Um, so basically, he would test the affinity with Naruto being a half Sarutobi. He would get the fire affinity since the Sarutobi compound's main affinity would be fire. Um, Also having lightning from his father and wind as well from his dad. So Haru's gonna be, well, pretty surprised since usually around that age they usually have, it's usually around like a 75% chance of them not having a chakra nature, and there's usually, well, the 25 that they have one. There's rarely two or rarely three at that age. Usually it takes time for the chakra to develop more chakra affinities, right? I mean, like, look at Naruto and Boruto now. He uses fucking earth walls now. He actually used jutsus, not just shadow clones that are Sangons. So it's amazing, right? Okay, so basically, I honestly I might make this a long ass video, but I'm feeling it now. I'm feeling the video now. The rest is starting to come off now, guys. It's starting to come off. So basically, at this point, training with taijutsu, he would be training in the compound at all times, so he was relatively protected very well, unless some mishap happened during his training that it was a self injury or something fell on him, right? So basically, Naruto would, well, he would finish the beginner stage of the Sarutobi Taijutsu stance along with learning, well, just a basic fireball jutsu, and since there's not many wind users, and at this point Asuma's the fuck out of there at the capital right now for the working for the how do you say that, Daimyo, Daimon, the fire dynamo. I'm saying it completely wrong. I don't know, but you know when he's back at the capital working for the Shinobi 12 or whatever. So the only other wind user there was is Donzo, and Hiruzen says fuck that, fuck Donzo, not happening. So yeah, and sorry about all the cussing. I just really don't care that much. I'm not trying to make money off of YouTube, and I have a job, so I'm perfectly fine with not making money off of YouTube right now. So this is just all for entertainment purposes only. So I do not own Naruto. I only own my YouTube channel. So yeah, this is just for this is me having some fun and enjoying making videos for you guys when I can. Yeah. So basically, Hotaru's in Woodwell. He'd be very proud. He'd be very proud of Naruto already. Learning beginning stage after only a couple months of just starting would be a very good step for Naruto's path of becoming a shinobi, along with learning the fireball and also learning the lightning ball jutsu, which is just a basic C-rank technique. Since Naruto has high chakra reserves, he's able to use a lot bigger techniques. Um, Naruto's gonna have one problem in this series, which is, well, clones. He won't be able to make illusionary clones or regular bunches. He will have to get the shadow clones at some point, but we'll see how that happens. I already fucking know, but yeah. So, I'm just really tired. So Hiruzen basically seeing how Naruto was starting to get a little bit bored of just doing straight taijutsu, he would talk to Naruto about, well, his mother. And Hiruzen already knows that Naruto's a very mature kid for his age and will understand that Naruto, and he thinks Naruto would understand why he kept his parents' identities from him for a while. So basically, Hiruzen would have the talk with Naruto as Hiruzen tell Naruto would just ask, why? He said, why would you not tell me about my parents? You think I not needed, did you not think I needed to know who my parents were? Hiruzen goes, no, Naruto, I know you need to know who your parents are, but this is the protection for you. See, your mother belonged to a very powerful clan before they were wiped out, along with your father, but you won't marry your father now. Your father is a whole different situation. Both your mother is the last of her clan, a very special clan at that, the Uzumaki clan, blood relatives of the Senju. There's people out there that still want, that used to try to kidnap your mother a lot, because she had the special ability of the chakra chains, and had a high affinity for Fuinjutsu. See, those Uzumaki clans were great Fuinjutsu users, along with, they had a lot of special abilities. As Naruto would basically understand that other villagers would try to take Uzumakis for them to for their village so they could gain more power for their village, right? Sorry, I just totally blanked on how to say that, so I just made Naruto understand it differently. Okay, so yeah. So Naruto basically just asked one question. He goes, "Did my mother love me at all?" As Hiruzen goes, "Don't worry, Naruto. Your mother loved you dearly. You and your father, your mother and your father loved you dearly. When I first heard about you, that's the only thing they would talk about." As Naruto, of course, would smile, and Naruto doesn't really smile that often. He only smiles when he's with his families, but Hiruzen got to see Naruto have the biggest smile he's ever seen from Naruto, and a little bit of tears coming from his eyes. As Naruto would hug Hiruzen, saying, "Thank you, Gramps." And his Hiruzen goes, "No problem. I'll tell you your father when you become a Genin, alright?" As Naruto nodded his head. As I understand, my mother was like, if my mother's situation was like that, and like you said my father's was a whole different situation, but just bigger, I can't, I mean, it must be even worse. So I understand what you're doing, Gramps. And Naruto goes, "Hey Gramps, um, I was, wondering, could you get my ears pierced?" Hiruzen's like, sure, why not, Naruto? It's your body, you can do what you want with it. You know, just saying that, I don't fucking know. I'm just trying to make it a way so Naruto gets his ears pierced, blah blah blah. So basically, Naruto would only get his left ear, well, on the screen, his right ear pierced, along with the one on the top with the little chain. I forgot what those are fucking called. But yeah, basically he would get that, and Hiruzen goes, "Not gonna lie, Naruto, it looks nice on you, but I think we should add a little bit of sarutobi to your style." As Naruto would look at him and was like, like a tilted head. He goes, a sarutobi? As Hiruzen points to near his eyes, these markings. The markings of the clan head, the head family of the Sarutobis. As Naruto goes, oh, you're saying that I'm related to you then, perhaps? He goes, mm-hmm. You are part of the head family. As Naruto remembers Asuma, that he never had them, he goes, why didn't Uncle Asuma have them? He goes, well, he didn't want them. That's a different story, Naruto. He just didn't want them. If you want to ask your uncle when he gets back at some point. As Naruto goes, okay. See, with Naruto, with his family, he is a lot more talkative than he would be with anybody else. Even if he has friends, he wouldn't be as talkative as he would with his family. So, Naruto basically they'll go back to the house, well, to the compound, and Naruto would get the ceremony to get the clan head, the clan head family's markings, mainly on one eye, since Hiruzen thought it would be kind of neat to have it only on the side where he had the black hair, signifying, well, his half Sarutobi side. As Hiruzen thought it looked pretty cool. It looked alright. It looked nice on Naruto along with his earring. As well, along with everybody else in the clan. Everybody else in the clan, the Sarutobi clan, of course, all love Naruto dearly. They're all a great family. So, ugh. Ugh. Fuck. That was a gross ass burp. Oh, fuck. Okay. So basically, we would skip until Naruto's the age of 10. Basically, at the age of 10, Naruto would, it would get announced, it would get discussed throughout the clans, the Sarutobi clan, that who would be the next successor or heir to the Sarutobi clan. And basically, since some people mention Asuma, but Sarutobi already told them that Asuma, well, he already declined since he already talked to Asuma about it. And let's just say Asuma came back already, since he's already back in Naruto. Well, yeah. So basically, there were that, and then there's really nobody really else besides, well, Konohamaru, but he's just a little kid. But Hiruzen's getting really old, and he. Sorry about the interruption, my friend. So basically, where was I? Since Konohamaru was he was only around. How old was Konohamaru? Let's say 4 years old. 4 years old. I think I might be right on that. Actually, he's like 6 years old, I think. Cause yeah, whatever. He's 4 years old now, so he's a little bit younger than Brandon, or whatever, right? Since there's nobody else to take the heir of the clan, but Hiruzen did tell them there actually is one more person that is part of the main family, which is Naruto. As they're like, really? Because we don't even know who his parents are. Hiruzen. Since they're all family, they just call each other by their first name. No, like on honorifics, unless they're out of the compound, right? So basically, Hiruzen goes, "What I'm about to tell you, you have to stay within the compound. You cannot tell anybody else. Do you understand this?" And then the rest of them is basically like, "Yeah, we understand because, well, this is about Naruto. He's our family. We won't tell something that's gonna endanger him." As Hiruzen is very proud of his clan for being so caring about Naruto. Basically, he tells him that he is, well, the son of Minato Namikaze. As they're like, oh, they're talking about Minato. He's the son of Minato? He was the heir before he died. And basically, Minato was the heir of the Sarutobi clan before he died. Since the Namikaze, he was the only one left, there was really no plan to be an heir of, right? So basically, everybody agrees on it as Naruto would become the new heir of the Sarutobi clan. As Naruto, Shion Massacre happened at 8, so when Naruto was 8, along with Sasuke. So yeah, Sasuke is big bitch brooding now. The BBB, bro, the big bitch brooding. I'm sorry if there's any kids listening to this, bro. I'm 18 years old. Okay, so I cuss. If you're not custom and cussing, just back off the video. It's alright. You can put in the comments if there's enough of you guys that say I should stop cussing, so I will. But until that happens, I'm gonna keep on cussing because I'm being who I am. I'm being me. Yes, I'm being me. So basically, yeah. So Naruto becomes the new in line for the new heir of the clan. He's the heir of the Sarutobi clan, which is, well, good for him, and everybody supports it, right? In the Sarutobi clan, they're like, yes, he would be a great leader. So with Asuma being back, Naruto would learn a couple wind jutsus, being Gale Palm, along with just a regular wind bullet. He would also learn the ash. I forgot the name of the jutsu, but the jutsu where they fucking Konohamaru spat out the smoke, and then he had flint in his teeth and he bit down and it just went kaboom. So yeah, I forgot what it's called, but just fucking say smoke exploding fireball jutsu shit. I don't know. I totally forgot what it was called. So yeah. So Naruto learned that along with another lightning technique. Since Naruto is gonna be more of an all-around character when it comes all-around shinobi when it comes to the shinobi, what's the word? Well, abilities or whatever, right? So when it comes to taijutsu and stuff like that, he'll be all around, mainly just taijutsu, ninjutsu, and fuinjutsu, and a little bit of genjutsu. So yeah. So Naruto, he would, at that point, 2 years at a time, he would almost master he would start mastering the elite version of the Sarutobi Taijutsu style, along with, the jutsus I just spoke of, and he would been starting on Fuinjutsu, being around to the point at level 4 Fuinjutsu. Since he did get all his mother's belongings with her sword as well, which is dope, but Naruto found out it just wasn't for him. He doesn't really fit the katana and stuff like that. Hint, he really likes the double kunais, so yeah. So yeah, basically at that point, Naruto, during the academy, at that point, he doesn't really like standing out. Even though, look at his hair, he stands out like a motherfucker. So he just knows that, well, he doesn't want to stand out and show off his skills because, well, the greatest weapon for a shinobi is deception, right? So if everybody just thinks he's just an average shinobi, they will kind of take him serious, but not too much. So with that, Naruto would be average around the He'd be exactly average within the class, scoring 50% on everything, which is an average grade, let's say. Or, yeah, let's just go with that. Within a time of 2 years, Naruto would gain a couple of friends, being Shikamaru Choji, and along with Shino, being three other clan heirs, and well, Shikamaru Choji and Shino's parents would have been, well, like, they would highly suggested them to hang out with Naruto and become friends with him. They thought it was kind of weird. Shikamaru was kind of like trying to think of like why. They couldn't really come up with a decent reason. Choji's like, okay, he's kind of cool. And he's really nice to me. And he doesn't call me fat, so why not? Shino's like, doesn't hate my bugs, why not? And Shikamaru's like, whatever, fine. And then, yeah, they became friends, and Shikamaru kind of understood why his parents did that, because they found out that Naruto, when he's Naruto, he's quiet, keeps to himself, but to his friends, he's just really nice, right? He really cares about the people that he's friends with, which they found out evidently. That's why Naruto got the scar on his lips. So basically during one of the practicing during the academy, um, Shikamaru was basically laying down or just leaning against a tree. Nah, he wasn't leaning. He was standing up, just leaning against a tree, as he wasn't really paying attention, as he was a little too close within the range of the Shuriken test, the Kunai test, as well. Basically, well, there was a there was a there was a rogue Shuriken. But since Shuriken are pretty like since they could really just curve and stuff through the air and stuff, so basically Shikamaru is basically falling asleep, leaning against the wall. As Naruto noticed the Shuriken heading towards Shikamaru, basically moved him, pushed him out of the way. As the Shuriken basically would lose majority of its momentum, going down and slicing his lip open. Which Shikamaru was like, "Oh, yeah, whoa, I would have been fine if you let me hit that." He goes, "Yeah, I know, but it was going like straight toward. It was going straight towards you. My body just moved." And Shikamaru goes, "Well, you alright? You cut open. It looks like you cut open your lip pretty well." As it's like bleeding profusely, as Shikamaru is like, "Whoa, I think we should get you to the nurse's office." As Iruka would have been like, "Okay, let's go. We're going now." So Iruka is still kind of the big brotherly figure to Naruto. Mizuki's still a fucking bitch. So yeah. So basically, at this point, Naruto would be around a low tuning level, um, because he just doesn't have that much experience, and he doesn't have the timing right to do with his jutsus and stuff to perfect to use them at the perfect time within a fight. Doesn't have enough experience and stuff like that. You know, experience plays a key role within a shinobi's life in Naruto. So yeah. So with that, we're gonna skip another 2 years with Naruto gaining two more piercings, along with another cut on his neck. That being an attack by the villagers, which one of them did try to, slice his neck, only hitting one artery right there on his neck, causing it to scar up after going to the hospital and whatnot. So, to the graduation exam, Naruto would have learned actually the Kage Bunshin from Hiruzen, since Hiruzen did try to help Naruto understand, try to help him to master, to try to master the Bunshin Jutsu, but he was never able to do it, no matter how good his chakra control was. Mainly because he does have a lot more denser and potent chakra than normal people do. Since the nine tails chakra was purified and goes into his system, making his chakra, well, a lot more stronger than a normal person or a normal shinobi. So Hiruzen understood that and, well, taught him the Kage Bunshin. Naruto at the age of 12 was already able to make around 150 Kage Bunshin, taking up half his chakra pool. So at that point, Naruto would, well, he would also learn, since Hiruzen's the one to teach him to learn, well, how that the shadow clones have, well, the memory feedback, right? So basically, with that, Naruto basically just asks Hiruzen, goes, "Hey Gramps, why don't you just use the shadow clones for your paperwork?" As Hiruzen just looks at Naruto and just, well, goes, "Huh, uh, I gotta get something to do, Naruto. I'll see you later tonight at dinner." As Naruto goes, "Okay, Gramps. I'll see you later then." As basically we go through and ask you to go to his desk, open up a folder saying from Jiraiya, as the title of it say, "Only open me when you figure out the secret to beat paperwork." As you open it, as on the piece of paper, it would have a red X with, say, "Bang head here when you figure it out." As basically you start hitting his head on the desk on the red X saying "idiot, idiot, idiot" every time you hit his head. As the secretary is basically just listening, going, "Huh," basically sweat dropping, right? As there's not really much, I don't really have much with before the, I mean, there's not, I couldn't really think of really anything to do before the graduation, or anything, the time period before him becoming a Genin. So basically, the rundown is Naruto still got attacked by villagers and whatnot. He still understood that loneliness from outside of the compound. So he does know what that feels like, and he's really appreciative to have his family with him and to have the chance to have a family at all. Since at this point, Naruto did learn that he was not intelligent Jinchuriki from Hiruzen, since Hiruzen thought, well, maybe it's a good idea that Naruto knew, so he wouldn't get mad at me later, right? At that, Naruto came to terms with that as well. As basically we head towards graduation today, with Naruto mainly just being friends with Shikamaru Choji and Shino, along with adding Kiba to the group, and that's really just it. He thought he really just thought Ino and Sakura were kind of annoying. Sasuke's just brooding. I mean, he was kind of similar, but he was just quiet. He wasn't brooding or anything like that. He was just kept himself. So basically, with the exam, Naruto would actually use the time for him, use all those years of deceiving everybody that he's just an average person. Just go all out on the final day to become Rookie of the Year, just to piss off Sasuke. Well, no, not just to piss him off, just to show everybody and try to teach everyone in the class a lesson of, oh fuck, where was I going with this? God damn it. Well, don't always believe what you see, and, well, always look underneath. Yes, Kakashi. So basically, yeah. Oh, fuck. Okay. Okay, so basically, with the taijutsu exam, Naruto would absolutely clap the shit out of Mizuki. Already being a master of his taijutsu style, mainly he just needs to let his body grow and gain more speed while his body grows and works out more. It would obviously get a lot better, but also since it's already a perfected taijutsu style, it works really well already. But adding more speed to it would just be fucking crazy in the future. He would destroy Mizuki just in like a minute because Naruto, well, yeah, Naruto's just chill up there. Genjutsu test, he cannot really do that many Genjutsus right now. He only has, well, just basic Genjutsu. He could change just basically a Genjutsu where it just changes it a little bit, like little tiny things in the surroundings, like add a little rock here or there. So, yeah. So Naruto, basically the Genjutsu test was just a dispel, which Naruto did with these since he does have really good chakra, just a little bit, and Genjutsu go. There is no ninjutsu test since they are kids. They're like, oh yeah, I don't think there's. Well, I'm a dumbass. Never mind. Don't listen to me. So basically, ninjutsu test was basically hinged, substitution, and the bunshin, just a clone jutsu. Naruto do the hinge perfect, and along with the substitution, and then he would do. Then Uruk would ask Naruto to do well the clone. Naruto would put up cross. He put up the regular. He would, you know, he wouldn't get into like the stance Naruto would usually get into, like where he's like, no, he just like casually just stand there, put it up, and just take out a bunching with just two clones appearing. As Mizuki's like, no, you fail because you didn't do the clone jutsu. As Uruka's like, well, technically, he didn't do the clone jutsu, but they never said what clone jutsu that is. As Mizuki's infuriated that since, well, now he can't use Naruto to gain the Scroll of Seals, as so yeah. So basically, Naruto would gain his headband, getting just a black headband, and just putting it on his head. Zoruk would be very proud of him, of course, and going back to his seat, as nobody was really that surprised since, well, he was pretty average last time we saw him until today. So they're really just like, they're like, damn, I didn't know this dude was so good. What the fuck? So yeah. As rest of the class would basically finish up their exams, Farouk would come in after grading everything, and then would tell the whole class basically the top two, and then the dead last, of course, because they would just tell them all the placements they have. So basically, Farouk would walk in as well. He would just tell everyone to shut up with his big Kenjutsu, and then start telling the class. Um, basically telling the class, well, we finish up grading test, and we have the final results here. He goes, we'll start off from the bottom, go up to the top. Dead last this year would be Kiba and Mizuka. This Kiba's like, damn it. As he would keep on going until Kunoichi the year. As he was Kunoichi the year, well, that would be Sakura Haruno. Fuck, no, not Sakura. Yamanaka. Yeah. As Rookie of the Year would be Naruto Sarutobi. As Sasuke would be Fury. As Yudio Uruka, that he's an Uchiha and well, because I'm an Uchiha, and I demand you to recount and give me the Rookie of the Year spot. As Uruka goes, no, Sasuke. This is final, and we cannot change what we have on. This also would be really pissed, and yeah. As Shikamaru would speak to Naruto, as he's like, man, who knew he'd be so upset about just a title? It doesn't really matter. Because why even try? Why did you even try during the final exam? And as Naruto goes, I'll try to teach a lesson, but obviously you didn't go through it. For anybody, I would think. As Shikamaru goes, yeah. As basically, as class meeting dismissed, as Naruto would say his goodbyes to Shikamaru and all that, and his friends, as he would go to the Hokage Tower to finally learn who his father is, as Naruto would ask the secretary, was his the Hokage, as she goes, yes he is. He's just there's just doing nothing over there. As actually so goes, okay. As he would knock on the door with Hiruzen saying yes, come in. Naruto opening the door as Hiruzen goes, Naruto my boy. I see I see the time has come. I see you have a headband. You graduated. Now you are getting, I guess, it's time to talk, huh? As Naruto just nods his head. As Hiruzen would tell everybody to get out, as he would go through hand seals and put a privacy seal in the room. As Hiruzen would look back at Naruto and goes, I guess it's time for you to learn who your father is. And cut. That is it for the what if. Bum, bum, bum. It would have been way more dramatic if I didn't tell you who Naruto's father was, but whatever. It's okay. So basically, yeah, that was one of Naruto was half Sarutobi. Hope you all like it and like and subscribe if you want. And we'll have a wonderful morning, afternoon, night, midnight, whatever time you're watching this, and have a good day, guys.